Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. You're on the Collector Collective. My name's Adam. Thanks so much for joining me here again today. Today I'm really excited to be continuing on with my focus on Halloween 2022 by reviewing some of the spookier things that have come out over the years in the realm of collectibles. Going back to one of my favourite brands, which is Mezco Toys, most notably Living Dead dolls. In case you can't see behind me, I've been a big Living Dead dolls fan for many years. I've had several videos last year which were a part of last year's Halloween focus. You can see Billy, Elvira and the 2-pack of Addams Family, plus one of my most recent videos with the other 2-pack that came, and then several more. Of course, there's a lot of Chucky there and Tiffany, as you can see. Some of those obviously have been opened online, some of them have just been collected over the years, and I've taken them out of the box as I collected them. I am a huge fan of horror and anything horror doll related. I've actually been getting into the releases from Monster High this year. Not so much the play range, it's not so readily available. There's a ton of videos online if you want to see those, but I say you watch my video, because we're going to be reviewing 3 of the Living Dead Doll Presents and, well, 3 iterations from Mezco Living Dead dolls. We've got the Mega Scale, then the 2 Presents from both feature films, well, miniseries, 2-part saga, and of course have a look at the Mega Scale, which you can see there are a few in the background. And right behind me here, you can see there we've got it as well, Pennywise from the most recent series, burning eyes right into the back of my head. But we'll have a closer look at him. He's been unboxed for a while. He was actually a gift to me. Now, 99.9% of all my Living Dead dolls that you see behind me have come from Oz Pop Culture. Shout out to them. All these 3 have come through. These guys actually are no longer readily available. They sold out quite quickly, I suppose, with the spooky season looming. They do still have a couple of awesome Mezco Pennywise things, including a 1/12 collective version from the Alexander Skarsgård portrayal of Pennywise here, and a smaller figure. I can't remember what they're called, but I might pop that up here for you now. So, because we've got 2 from this iteration, 1 from this iteration to open, we're going to start up by going back to the mini-series where Tim Curry famously portrayed one of the most fantastic performances of an evil clown that you could see anywhere. I suppose movies or mini-series like it had to run, so things like, you know, killer clowns from outer space could walk. But that being said, I think that should do it for the intro. But if you enjoy my content, please remember to hit like and subscribe. I do enjoy creating this. This has been quite a new venture for me over the past 12 months. And again, I have been a bit neglectful of my social media over the current better part of 2022, simply because I've had a lot of changes going on in my life. But with that all being said, we're going to get straight into it. We're going to have a good look first off at the original portrayal of It, Tim Curry miniseries with the Living Dead Doll Presents, I believe 12-inch figure. And yeah, we're going to get straight into it right now. Okay, so here he is, as you can see. Really well presented for display purposes. It's a movie poster homage, because in the movie poster Pennywise was there smiling with his monster claws hanging over it. Living Dead Doll Presents It, the movie, although again, correction, it was a mini-series, it was 3 parts. I think it runs for about 6 hours, but you know, we will forgive them that. On the sides, just pretty basic. Living Dead Dolls Presents, great picture of the doll looking quite dynamic in that toy photography there. Other side's exactly the same. The back is a really excellent body shot and headshot of him. But you know, those fangs, the detail that goes into these dolls, although they are a little bit more simple, is really incredible. The paintwork, as you can see on this one, of course, is absolutely perfect. Lastly, just have a quick look at the bottom, because I do love when they put a date on things. So 2017, I think that would have been when they originally released this version of Pennywise, but he has been reprinted several times and brought back out onto the market. I think this is the third time, and the last time he's been done since 2017, and I don't know, they might still be up for pre-order on the Mezco website, but Mezco have been quite quiet over these past couple of years. I think they were one of the large companies that have been hit by the pandemic. With that being said, let's have a look at what we get when we open him up. So you can see the top corner of this one is a little bit damaged, but that's fine. He's not for keeping in mint, he's for opening and throwing up around the house to disturb people. So now this little bit of tape, the stock standard circular sticky tape that Mezco use. Now I really like the way that they box these with the lid opening, and the whole way it all slides out, because as you see, you get your two securing flaps, but then the background is all really well detailed in this second slip of cardboard that we get, so it makes it all really easy to pull out. They're usually like that. Now the standard Living Dead dolls and Living Dead, well, the standard Living Dead doll presents never come with sutures and stuff, which I like. I mean, most of this package is recycling. I have a tendency to keep the boxes for some reason. Clip that off. Do that to the side there. So first off, we'll just pop out his little accessory, which is a balloon. We'll see how that clips in. That probably clips right into his hand there. So the famous red balloon that Pennywise has, which he uses to entice and terrify. And let's put it down to the side there and get the doll out. Now this I really like. They've always got little silica gel packets to keep your doll fresh, because a lot of characters will keep these purely in a mint condition. So first off, the screening on my one is really good. I mean, it's never the same as what the picture shows on the box. Unfortunately, the detail in his gums and teeth isn't quite there. The hair, it's, I think, just a saran, if I understand my doll collector terminology, but it is obviously not a hair play toy. So you can kind of fluff that out to make him look a little bit more imposing and menacing. You might want to try boil wash it if you're much of a hobbyist there. But that's all well and good as it is. Now obviously a custom outfit, which is a perfect match to what you see him wearing in the movie, with that aqua and purple, pink, and then the glittery vest, which is a secondary part to his outfit. This frill is all sewn on, and then the orange pom-poms, just a yellow onesie, but that's exactly what he wears in this film. The detailing down here with these little, with the stitching on his ruffles of his shoes, of his pants. Slightly exaggerated clown shoes as well, which I like, with the big bulbous rounded toes. Originally printed by Mezco in 2017. That's great. That's sure to disturb many of my friends who aren't quite into this thing. So let's have a look at that hand. All right, got it. So it's a shame his fist isn't closed. I mean, it's a little bit weird. You can angle that and position it. I do like that when the Living Dead Doll Presents dolls come with an accessory. But there we go. That is doll number 1. So we'll have a look now at doll number 2, Living Dead Doll Presents It. And obviously from the modern remake. So again, really fantastically boxed. I mean, I'm not as excited by the outer box, although the presentation for inbox collectors is perfect. That's the top. Side is a eerie photo of it, as you can see. 2 different photos at least on this box, so they got a little bit more creative, and then this one has a little write-up based on the blockbuster Warner Bros film. It, Pennywise the Dancing Clown, emerges from the sewers of a dairy to join the living dead doll's family and feed on your fear. The shape-shifting demonic clown features bright orange hair and wears a big signature clown suit with ruffle detailing. Pennywise can hold his infamous red balloon on his left hand. Now I'm quite sure that would be the exact same balloon. Just a quick look at the bottom. Where was this dated? Like, you know, for ages 17 and up. 2019. So this, for, I don't think he's been, I think he's only been printed the 1 time, maybe 2. And again, very hard to find. I highly recommend adding it to your collection if you are a It, Living Dead doll, or horror fan in general. I can tell just by looking through the window here that his outfit is made of some quality material. I assume that the balloon is going to be just a recreation of the one that came with the first It doll. So let's get this out. I may have a second one of him. Actually, I'm fairly positive I do. That's it. So this one out. There he is. And so again, the detailing on this background is a little bit more cohesive, black and white kind of mountainscape or townscape, and then a few buildings here. I think that's just says general store, police car, and a couple of little balloons down there. All right, that's good. Great work. Fantastic detail. You don't kind of, you can't kind of absorb that sort of detail when it's in the box, but that's the fun thing about people like me who open them for you. So, okay. Again, I can't talk highly enough about this clasped packaging. Okay, this balloon is held in place with a little piece of tape in there, but it is the exact same balloon that the original It came with, but you know, I have 0 problems with that. And here we go. Now let's just lift him out. And that's not creepy or ominous. So here we go. Now it's the 3 large spikes that you can set his hair in. He's a very classic Living Dead doll with kind of a blanker expression and just his little buck teeth showing through. Really excellent screening, same kind of saran hair. You know, they call this orange, I see red, but you know, there are a few things that I hadn't been able to take in. He's got microscopic grey veins painted up here on his head, although I believe his hairline should be further back to kind of keep it a bit more movie accurate. But again, it is the Living Dead Doll Presents version. So again, as I suspected, this material that his little clown suit is made out of is really nice quality, and there are some amazing details. This might make this doll particularly superior to the first one I just opened. And same ruffles around the neck. I mean, that's all based on how he was described in the book. I don't think they ever discussed a color scheme. I can't remember. But the pom-poms down the front was definitely mentioned there. Little sort of a tutu connected to it. The big fluffy pantaloons and tighter pants, but little zigzag pattern there, and the ruffle down around his leg. This piping, which we're getting around his waist, wrists, and ankles, is really great quality. Again, Mezco never disappoint to make something that's really going to last and stand the test of time and be resistant to things like rust, fading, and discoloration. His boots are fantastic. So they're full boots with some excellent detailing around the sides, even on the back. That is some quality work. Those pom-poms, I'd assume, are super glued on, but they may have a stitch through the boot to hold them in place so you don't lose them. He's fantastic. His hole is on the or on the opposite hand, a little bit easier. Alright, so that is the modern day iteration. Pennywise the Clown, originally portrayed by which Skarsgård? One of the Skarsgårds. I must say Alexander because he was the more famous one. And then we have the original iteration there. Alright, let's move on to Mega Scale. So before I open him up, we're just going to have a little chat. Now, the Mega Scale dolls, most of them talk. There was a couple of things over the years where saw Billy, which I did mention in my Billy LDD Presents opening, was meant to come with a voice box. It was meant to say 12 phrases, or all it did was laugh, or it said nothing. I can't remember. Something along those lines. I never got the Mega Scale Billy, which I regret because he is hard to find. But I think it was just a maniacal laugh. Then in his reprint, he had no talking function whatsoever. That was probably a licensing thing that stopped Mezco from being able to do that. And then when you get them in box, they're all just set for a demo mode. You turn them around and you open them up. Oh, well, you turn them around and you flip the switch to full mode. But Mega Scale have been taken off the shelves. They've been recalled by Mezco, which has probably set back their releases because that's probably costing them a bit of money. Now, from what I understand from what I've learned at the Boys That Does Pop Culture is they had to recall them because there was some sort of a choking hazard with the battery setup. Now, I'm not sure yet. It says ages 17 and up. So, I mean, if you are over 17 and collecting these things, how are you getting those batteries out accidentally and putting them in your mouth? I mean, because I'll show you on another Mega Scale, which I had to dismantle because that Mega Scale's battery ran out, probably because I had so much fun freaking out some old housemates. And I wanted to put new ones in and they were the only ones I could find. But without any further ado, we're going to look at the Mega Scale It. So here we are. Now, again, same design from the Living Dead Doll Presents version, and on the outer packaging, great for display. I love that smile on his face. Mega Scale figure with sound. It, the movie, same branding as on the smaller doll, MDS Mega, and on the side, another dynamic toy photography shot, love that. On the back, more spooky one, same one there. And let's see, is this one got a year of production? 2021. So still a quite recent one, but again, going to be really hard to find. So let's have a look. Now, these guys also come with instructions, but the circular tape that Mezco love to secure their figures with. I do not keep the Mega Scale boxes. They're too big and too hard to store. Once my Mega Scales are out, they're out. They've got no way home, but they've got a family here. So now, again, let's pull that out. So he will be sutured in, really well protected. Now here are the instructions for removal of the battery. As you can see, you actually need to unscrew this part of it. So I don't get how people might be accidentally choking, but you know, that's people. So let's see now, his backgrounds are all just red, which is great. And here we go. So his face protection plate has come off. Now, it's got a bit of additional protection there. So on the back we will have sutures that we will need to wire connections, but they do have these little plastic loops to help keep the dog in good condition. So by comparison, the materials are a little bit different, the colours are a little bit different on his jumpsuit. We're also missing this fabulous little detailing that he got on the smaller figure, also non-rooted hair, which I think is a big shame, because I mean, if you look behind me, Chucky, Tiffany, they've all the Mega Scales all have rooted hair, but Pennywise, It, and Beetlejuice have these full molded heads, which makes them a little bit top heavy. These guys do have a little bit more articulation first off, so it's the head swivels and moves a lot more than your standard Living Dead dolls. There is a joint here, kind of, well, not at the elbow, like mid-arm. Those little guys, they're great. Some more of that bleaching from the dye work. And the feet do the same. So great. This looks like exactly the same weave size and material, which is great that they've reused that. The pom-poms are of course bigger. He's got fantastic screening. That white is haunting and ghastly. His nostrils are inset, well, or molded on. That might even be a glued on nose. So that would probably look even freakier if you were to pull him apart. And the hair piece, I think, is also glued on. Fantastic. He's really ridged in the face. Look like he's got massive paws, a bit more monstrous. This one pointing hand. But those gloves on each hand, that's fantastic detailing work. Now let's have a look. So again, he's just two pieces of material, and in the back here, so this is what you have to undo in order to accidentally swallow something. Oh, he's already on the on mode, so maybe someone with tricky fingers got in his back and put him through, but has try me off and on. And so the hair detailing is pretty good. We've got black bits in there, but let's have a listen to what you have to say, Mr. Pennywise. Oh, sorry, didn't talk about his clown shoes. These are even more oversized and great molding on that. I don't believe they have separate shoes. A lot of these are just, that's their feet, is what is connected on there. So let's see. Now, what are you going to say?
Hi, Georgie, I'm Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
Hi, Georgie, I'm Pennywise the Dancing Clown. Maniacal laughter. See you in your dreams. Come back anytime. Bring your friends. Classic line. You will taste so much better than when you're afraid, which we already heard him say. And oh, God, I love that delivery. Go Tim Curry.
I chose you for Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
Okay, so we're back to the beginning on that one. So we've got the Mega Scale, lovely oversized shoes again. The standard size for the original mini-series film. We got the standard size here. We're just going to take a quick look at the Mega Scale, which I've had for several years and it's open for a while. Popcorn, is that your favourite? More spooky, evil laughter.
Can you smell the circus?
It's not a circus.
You look like a nice boy. I bet you have a lot of friends.
You look like a nice boy. I bet you have a lot of friends. I don't think they ever did it with that.
Oh, well, I'm Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
Okay, introductions and lastly,
Popcorn, is that your favorite?
popcorn, is that your favourite? Yeah, we're back to the beginning. Not creepy at all, but you can see why people who I had lived with in the past weren't massive fans again. His outfit is quite comparable. The pom-poms on his shoes are different. Got even more better detailing on his boots. They're a bit baggy, but the same classic kind of style. Maybe a little bit more movie accurate. It's a shame that they're kind of covered by those ruffles. But you can see his boots actually in the movie. His pants are kind of scrunched up to them. Anyway. So he's had an accident, he's fallen and I've scraped his nose. You can see he's got really excellent screening. The cuts all over his head, a really high hairline. His hair is a bit more of a muted orange. It may potentially have faded over the many years I've had it and had him out for, but I don't think so. He's been kept in good condition. Same points of articulation and a really fantastic voice box. So that's that. There we go. Now, these were the Mezco Living Dead doll range for It, Pennywise the Dancing Clown. There were obviously the 4 that we've looked at. There are other Mezco It related toys. Some of those can be found on Ozpop Culture, where all this lot have come from. So if you all have more coming through for the Halloween, focus on Halloween stuff, I don't know how much more I've got to come through, but I'll be working on it as much as I can. Please remember to hit like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you'd like me to talk about my other Mega Scale dolls and Living Dead doll collection, see what they have to say. More than happy to do that. These Chuckies are all hilarious and say some of the most classic Chucky lines that we love. But that should be it. So thanks for joining me. Until next time, keep collecting. Bye.